Stay tuned to X-Play next.
Today on X-Play, fast cars in OutRun 2 and ATV Offroad Fury 3. Fun with firearms in Tribe's Vengeance. And too much information in Jack 3.
I'm short, I'm hairy, and I itch in strange places.
It's game time. Now with rust proofing, it's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
You don't want to rust.
Yeah, but it's already. Anyway, hello and welcome to X-Play.
Today we have driving games, shooting games, hockey games, and a game where you steal people's cars and shoot them in space.
Yes, we have four-wheeling in ATV Offroad Fury 3, and we have a Wayne Gretzky hockey game because clearly America can't get enough hockey. That's why there's been such a public uproar about the NHL lockout. Oh, wait. No, there hasn't.
No. Plus, we review the latest installment in the shooting series that influenced games from Unreal to Halo.
And last but not least, the biggest platformer this year, other than Ratchet & Clank Up Your Arsenal. It turns out to be not a platformer anymore. That's right, we have a review of the new Grand Theft Auto style Jack 3.
But we begin with a game that was a huge arcade hit back in the late 80s, and now it's on the Xbox. Here's our review of OutRun 2. First appearing in arcades in 1986, the original OutRun cabinet with the feedback steering wheel and the finger-waggling girlfriend riding shotgun was as fun as video games got back then. In OutRun 2 for the Xbox, the arcade mode is nearly identical. Thankfully, the graphics have been breathtakingly modernized, and the environments are, well, pretty nice. Though how one road connects a Miami Beach and the Great Pyramids of Egypt is still a mystery. No one wants old games exactly the way they were. You're supposed to update them, make them say bad words or something. What are you doing? I'll hire an exec's uncle with a MIDI and a Stratocaster to cover songs written at the height of Phil Collins' popularity. Get some new Euro DJ to redo the music, or not. Despite an overhaul of visuals and sound, OutRun 2 feels dated. No, Wally and the Beef trying to hang out in the real-world house is dated. OutRun 2 feels back from the dead. Dug up from its noble grave, it's an exhumed fossil, struggling to pass itself off as fresh. It's a video game zombie. Friends. The original exotic rides are back too, this time with an actual Ferrari license. Red's the best, of course, and most are available right from the start, with a few locked to give you something to work for. Unfortunately, all of them drive pretty much the same.
Was that for real?
A common Sega feature, which has only recently found more popularity outside Japan, is drifting. Sliding sideways through corners, you can keep more speed than you would by braking. The very simplistic physics allow for unbelievable maneuvers. When you crash...
AAA!
Nope, you won't need it. Physics go cuckoo and you always mysteriously bounce back, facing forwards in the middle of the road, with only a drop in speed as punishment. And perhaps some harsh words from your co-pilot.
Are you gonna give up?
Your lovely companion, who varies depending on what car you drive, has gotten a lot more talkative.
Try drifting! Let's go!
And more violent when you disappoint her.
Mission failed.
Besides arcade mode, there's Heart Attack, where you do your best to impress your fickle female friend with your F-50 finesse to earn her affections. And there's Challenge mode, featuring 101 simple missions, like driving in specified lanes, intense drifting, and even doing math problems.
Drive through the correct answer.
The answer's 19. No, 21. Yeah, whatever. One last important question. This trucker-hatted fatty, was he doing this back then too? Wow. Wow. We give it a 3 out of 5.
The women in this game are horribly abusive. And I have to be honest, I've never really understood the logic of hitting the driver to make him drive better.
You don't get that?
No.
Well, it is nice to know that domestic abuse isn't limited to the home anymore.
Oh my God, that's great.
I know.
Of course, OutRun 2 gives you one set course to drive, but other games do offer more open-ended racetracks.
Like the ATV Offroad series. Yes, all-terrain vehicles are terribly dangerous in the real world, but in video games you can crash them without the loss of life or limb.
And now that the game is online, there is limitless potential for causing simulated debilitating accidents with friends from all over the world.
Wow.
Here's our review of ATV Offroad Fury 3.
And the Lord said, let there be an ATV. And it was good. Well, sort of. ATV Offroad Fury 3 isn't gonna blow you away, but it won't disappoint fans of the series either. The racing hasn't changed much. The physics blend well with the arcade-style action, with respectable AI that makes the races challenging and exciting. The game controls should be easy to pick up for new players, but the aerial stunts will force you to pretzel your hands into strange origami shapes to pull off the harder moves, making your hands go from this to this. Another annoying feature for the new players will be training mode. The silky voice trainer will mock your ATV riding impotence by reminding you what a failure you are.
You failed on that one. Yo, dude, you failed. Boo, failure.
Well, Fancy Pants, let's knock you off that high horse and examine your failures. Oh, look, the imaginary camera that follows the rider is affected by the rain, but the terrain remains pristine. Crashes happen often and without much reason. You can crash through these fences 1 minute, and the next, they knock you to the ground. Sometimes you wreck for no reason at all. And when you do crash in spectacular fashion, the game will cut before you get the rider fall to its painful end. And a Bootsy Collins song about ATVs.
All across the country, baby. Just you and me on our ATV.
But you can't stay mad at the game, because the overall gameplay is just too much fun. The large selection of game modes and racing areas will keep your off-road fury burning for a long time. And once you've properly dislocated your fingers, you can do crazy stunts through barns, over plains, and through forest fires. These environments offer so much that you can't help but recreate classic movie scenes. The multiplayer games could be the best thing, offering more than just races and stunt challenges. You can play tag and soccer. Apparently, drunk soccer. With all the options available, those that play the series already will find the same fury they come to love, and anyone new to the ATV world will not be disappointed. Well, unless you can't bend your hands like this. ATV Offroad Fury gets a 4 out of 5.
ATV accidents look very painful.
Really is too bad that the camera cuts away at the end of the crashes, because I would appreciate it if it lingered a little longer on the driver's crumpled form. It reminds me of my youth.
You rode ATVs?
No, I fell down a lot. Usually there's a hammer. It was like this. Ow!
That explains some
Ow!
things.
Coming up, let's shoot stuff. In Tribes Vengeance.
This portion of G4 Tech TV is brought to you by Rumble Roses, all-female wrestling with gameplay as good as it looks.
I don't really care what she says. You're not too fat to wear a thong.
You think I'm fat? What are you talking about? What am I? You want to go? Huh?
Get hot girls to wrestle on command. Up in the ring or down in the mud, it's Rumble Roses, and it plays as good as it looks. Rated M for mature, from Konami.
Wow. Oh, somebody's got to do this. Oh, yeah.
Let's go, Matt! Not that far, Matt! You got this!
Oh. Wow, you really stuck that landing.
Shut it.
Go new places, experience new things. Forerunner, now that's moving you forward.
On your mark. Get set.
Save.
Save like never before, Friday and Saturday only at Circuit City. Hurry in now for great deals while they last in every department. All TVs and DVD players are on sale. All digital cameras and digital camcorders are on sale too. Pay no interest till May 2006 on all purchases totaling $4.99 and up. Can't wait? Shop online 24/7 for incredible savings. It's all going on now at Circuit City.
Let's go! Hundreds of people die in fires caused by cigarettes every year. So here in New York, tobacco companies are forced to sell fire-safe cigarettes and only fire-safe cigarettes. So we got a question for the head honchos way up in the corner offices. If it could save lives, why aren't all the cigarettes you sell in every state fire-safe?
What's this? It's how Windows Media Video, streamed from the web, would look on your TV if you had the MSN TV2 Internet and Media Player from Microsoft. It uses your home broadband network to stream Windows Media compatible video, music, and photos from the internet to your TV. From right where you're sitting, you could listen to commercial-free internet radio with MSN Radio Plus while you email and access the internet. Check this out. You can even take your home movies, music, or digital photos stored on your PC and stream them to your TV. All within your comfort zone.
The new MSN TV2 Internet and Media Player with wireless keyboard and remote control is $199.95. MSN TV service subscription fee and acceptance of terms required. In some areas, long-distance telephone toll charges may apply. For a limited time, get 2 months free after paid service. To check local access or order, call the number on your screen or go online now.
X-Play, next.
Whatever happened to Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb?
We're still right here.
Yeah.
Oh, God. We're still right here.
Welcome back to X-Play. As all of you know, I like first-person shooters. I like Halo and Unreal and Far Cry and Quake, and those are all games that make Adam throw up a little. Yeah.
But would we have games like Halo and Unreal without the first-person shooter that pioneered vehicle-based multiplayer team combat?
He speaks of Tribes, the legendary series that debuted in 1998 with Star Siege Tribes. Now, back in the day, you could play with 64 people on the game, and it never lagged.
Now there's a new Tribes game for the PC, and, well, you can't play with 64 people at a time anymore.
Boo!
The single player has been vastly improved. It now exists.
Yes, it's beautiful. Here's our review of Tribes Vengeance.
What the?
In the tradition of Death Race 2000 and Rollerball, America's love of deadly futuristic sports lives on in Tribes Vengeance. Strap on your school bus yellow death machine and slather on the war paint. It's game time. Vengeance is the third installment of the Tribes franchise, and like Batman Forever, it embarks on a new direction for the series. Single player! But without the bat nipples.
It's my call, and I take responsibility for it.
That's right, you can now play story mode. Picture War and Peace set in space with plasma rifles and rebellious princesses. See, she's got stringy black hair and yellow eyes. That is one tough princess.
This princess just won. Isn't that what counts?
The royal family that rules the galaxy is fighting an escalating war against the terrorist Tribes.
The Phoenix will rise.
The Tribes are unhappy about being forced to live on reservations.
You actually live in this place?
Wait a minute, do I sense social relevance encroaching on my gun fest? But the Tribes aren't all bad, as we quickly learned from Daniel. He reminds me of a young, out-of-work Kurt Russell.
Can I interest you in some lunch?
That's tempting, but I don't date military insurgents.
Damn it! Damn it! Damn it!
Tribes Vengeance is a long, sordid tale of, you guessed it, vengeance. Julia wants vengeance on Jericho. Victoria wants vengeance on her father. These guys want vengeance on everybody. And we want vengeance on whoever decided to mess with the already awesome multiplayer mode.
Loser.
The Tribes series is known for the all-out warfare of a 64-person multiplayer game. But you won't find that in Vengeance. The new player limit is 32 people, which is fun, but still only half the violence of Tribes in Tribe 2. Don't get me wrong, even with smaller matches, there are still plenty of brightly colored post-apocalyptic warriors who blow up. Hey, give that back! Taste my death frisbee, Phoenix scum!
Letting it inside.
Ragdoll physics. The multiplayer is solid, but not innovative. If you've played the previous Tribes games, there won't be any surprises, just some minor differences. After the noise dies down, the dead bodies finally stop rolling.
Damn it!
It's just your average space opera rendered on the Unreal Engine. Vengeance is a dish best served cold, or at least lukewarm. Tribes Vengeance scores a 3 out of 5. It just sucks that you can't play with 64 people anymore. And when the game first came out, it owned online shooting. Now with games like Halo 2 and Unreal Tournament 2004, the master has become the student.
Of course, we still can't get enough of the ragdoll physics. There's just something oddly beautiful about bodies flying gracefully through the air.
Or maybe that was because we had the 1812 overture playing in the background. Classical music and hot death is a winning combination. Just ask opera fans.
Don't leave.
Please?
Really. Because later in the show, we have the game people are calling Grand Theft Jack and Daxter. That would be Jack 3.
Oh, yeah, and Wayne Gretzky. I'm sure someone cares about that.
Not me.
Right? No.
Coming up, remember hockey's golden days? Yeah, me neither.
At CDW, account managers help you choose the IT products right for you. So we read a lot of product manuals.
Open?
They're great. My husband likes spy novels, but give me a modular access router manual any day. Then Mama Bear routes the frame directly to the switch port. I love the way this one ends.
For the answers you need on the products you want, count on CDW for the right technology right away.
Today, all of humanity will kneel before us.
Kill zone, rated M for mature.
Well, you say you got hot baby. So hot, sheep on your head, sheep on your head. Well, you say you got hot new baby. So hot, sheep on your hand. See like a blade of grits and gravy. Ain't you the lucky man?
Check this out. This is what we do for a living.
We're software developers.
With the training we received at Westwood, we learned to design, code, and test games like this.
And this.
Can you believe that we get paid for playing games?
Westwood College now offers training online or on campus for video game careers. For a brochure, call toll-free 877-558-1997. That's 877-558-1997. Call now.
In these times of too much credit card debt, are you getting caught trying to balance your credit card problems as you try to balance your life? The consequences are serious. But there is hope. There's 800 Credit Card Debt, an approved debt management company established to get you back on solid ground.
If you have between $2,500 and $40,000 in credit card debt, then 800 Credit Card Debt can help eliminate credit card penalties, reduce interest rates, and make your monthly payments smaller.
They negotiated my payments down substantially from $300 a month to $135.
My interest rates on all 4 cards were between 22 to 29%. They lowered my interest rates to 4 to 11%.
It went down from 20,000 to 18,000 to 16,000 to 15,000.
At a much faster rate than I could have done myself.
Call for your free and confidential credit card debt analysis. Call in the next 5 minutes to see how fast you can get out of debt. 1-800-453-1306.
I can't believe it's not Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Neither can I.
Welcome back to X-Play.
Later in the show, we have the latest game in the popular Jack and Daxter series. And if you thought Jack 2 was dark for a game about a guy and his cuddly sidekick, wait till you get a load of Jack 3.
But first, a sport that few people seem to care about these days. Hockey.
Now, we almost forgot that there isn't any hockey this year because of the NHL lockout.
And we weren't alone. With quality hockey games out there like ESPN and NHL 2K5, you hardly need the real thing anymore.
Of course, not all hockey games are created equal. Sure, ESPN NHL 2K5 is really good, and EA's NHL 2005 is pretty okay, but in the past, the NHL Face-Off series has been rancidly awful.
So much so that the series skipped the entire 2004 season and changed the title of the game to get a nice, fresh start. Did it work?
Find out in a review of Gretzky NHL 2005.
2004. It's been a year of loss. Yes, Dear's final episode, Ben Affleck's film career, Ashley Simpson's relevant. But the biggest loss of all was the National Hockey League.
Brings it across the blue line into the offensive zone. From point blank, shut down.
Canadians everywhere are wallowing in their maple syrup and onion soup.
Oui, oui, oui.
I miss the hockey. Well, don't worry, my Canadian friends, because the Great One has returned to give back just a little with Gretzky NHL 2005. Oui. I love the Gretzky. Yes, you don't have to worry about lockouts and striking millionaires with this game. Oui. The owners are greedy. First, the good news. Gretzky NHL 2005 delivers the atmosphere and the excitement of a real NHL hockey game. Something dozens of Americans, not including Minnesota, can certainly attest to. From the organ noise to the game announcing to the energy of the crowd, Canadians haven't seen this much excitement since the Queen last toured Vancouver back in 1985. Oui. Freddie Mercury. Now, the bad news. The visuals aren't exactly cutting edge. Colors wash out like the Democratic Party.
It drives coaches nuts to miss great chances like that.
The camera work is so weak, you would think Michael Bay was directing, and I've seen more realistic AI in an Avril Lavigne video. Perhaps I'm being too, as Tommy Chong once said, harsh.
Fantastic pad save.
The game emphasizes a fast offense with swift movement, like a good old arcade shootout.
Shot. He grabs it.
Would you expect any less with the Great One's name attached? By the way, if you don't know who Wayne Gretzky is, his wife is an actress who you might know from the classic Police Academy 5, Assignment Miami Beach, which increases the Gutenberg factor of the game.
We're getting into some hockey strategy here, so listen up.
Wayne himself is a big part of the game, narrating tutorials and adding some Gretzky challenges, which can help unlock items such as vintage uniforms older than Madonna.
Backhander. Knocked away by Checkmonic.
And let's not forget the ability to create your own team, player, and arena. There are a good number of team logos and jerseys at your disposal, so the game has that going for it, which is nice.
A fight's broken out. This should bring the crowd to their feet.
Bottom line, or as they say in French, le laine bottom, Gretzky NHL 2005 is a decent enough game, but the gameplay is a bit on the lacking side. If you're a hardcore lover of hockey games, you may not get all up in the game.
Uh-oh, it's come to this.
But if you're a newcomer to the wonderful world of hockey, then you can do no worse than Gretzky NHL 2005.
It's all over. It's official.
We give Gretzky NHL 2005 a 3 out of 5.
Eh oui. Hockey is for me.
Darling Canadian viewers, I swear that crude stereotype of a Canadian was played by an actual Canadian. Don't be hating.
I mean, you could tell by his hat.
Yeah.
Thank God there was finally a hockey game now with classic jerseys. My life is complete. Pass the hemlock.
Clearly, the developers want Gretzky to be the Madden of hockey games. Too bad it's terrible.
Oh, being terrible has never stopped anyone from succeeding. Look at Creed or Clay Aiken.
Or us.
Oh, God, yeah.
In a moment, rides get pimped in Jack 3.
No. Nope. No. You, get in the van.
It's Team Bam versus Team Hawk in Tony Hawk's Underground 2. This time, it's not just about skating, it's about mayhem. Tag it, slap it, thrash it, blast it on a totally underground, definitely illegal world destruction tour. Tony Hawk's Underground 2, rated T for Teen.
Gentlemen, welcome to Fight Club. Fight! Get up! Get up! Get up! Fight! Fight! Get up! Get up! Fight! Head for the barricade! Stick 'em! Stick 'em! Head for the barricade! I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
Fight Club. Rated M for mature. In stores now.
Hello, Moto.
Enjoy computer and video games? Train now for a career in this $7 billion industry. That's right, Brown College is now offering career training in game design and development. At Brown College, you can train to take your ideas from concept to completion and beyond. With over 230 million video games sold last year, game makers need talented, trained people to create the next generation of games. Turn your dreams into reality with career training in game design and development. Call Brown College now. Classes are starting soon. Call 800-766-2010. That's 800-766-2010.
Metal detecting is one of America's fastest growing outdoor hobbies.
Detectors are so easy to use now. I'd always wanted one.
The whole family gets into it.
Call for your free metal detector catalog from White's Electronics. With a White's, all you do is turn on and go.
You know, my dad had one, but it wasn't like this.
The screen shows you what's in the ground before you dig it up.
Learn how the latest technology helps you find more.
Alex finds more than I do. I found old coins, rings.
You wouldn't believe what we found in our own backyard.
Call for your catalog now.
I totally miss Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
So do I. I love those people like I love myself. Not very much.
Welcome back to X-Play. We have come to the biggest game review of the show.
And what a long strange trip it's been for the Jak and Daxter series.
Now, it started with the release of the first Jak and Daxter in 2001. And back then, it was a straight-up platformer.
By the time the sequel came out in 2003, the name had changed to Jak 2, and the game had become much darker and much more weapon-based, like Ratchet and Clank.
See, now with the release of Jak 3, the focus has changed again, and this time there's more emphasis on freeform racing and driving.
We like the previous installments, but how does this one hold up?
We'll find out when we review Jak 3 for the PS2.
Cool.
Jak, and he's obnoxious fucking animal!
Jak and Daxter are back, and they brought badass racing, big-ass guns, and dumbass humor.
Hey!
Jak 3 starts with our hero getting banished to a desert wasteland by the city he saved. Their system of justice is much like our own.
We want a recount! Your protest was overruled.
It's all in this outback that Jak gets to release the Mel Gibson in all of us.
Well, you've come back from the dead, have you?
No, not the crazy religious Mel. I'm talking about the road warrior Gibson.
You like what you see?
The racing missions are the most fun in the game, but they can also be some of the most frustrating. If you make one wrong move, it could cost you the mission. Then it's just better to end your misery. The desert wasteland does offer an expansive setting with exciting landscapes to speed through. Each vehicle will provide you with endless ammo to wreak carnage as you fight off the largest desert army in the world. And what dune buggy is complete without hydraulics? Like many games, even Jak can't resist the siren call of GTA violence. So, when a girl won't, say, talk to you, hi, come on, I'm just saying hello, you can gun her down in cold blood. Fans of the series will not be disappointed. The action plays out well, but the auto-targeting makes it too easy to blow away a friend. But don't worry, it's not like they're really helping you. Newcomers will enjoy the gameplay, even if the story makes a little sense to them.
Something you're not telling us, Animal Man?
Cutscenes come often, giving you constant entertainment and story development. However, the sexual content may be disturbing to some people.
Jak beats things all the time. He has been touched. You guys looking for a bit of action? He has been touched. I'm getting some nasty juju vibes here.
And is Jak's love interest showing her thong? That's not sexy, it's trashy. Okay, it's a little sexy. The overall game is a short adventure, but the story and personality of the characters make up for this minor problem. The missions are challenging, but not so challenging that you feel cheated by them.
Piece of cake, baby!
So, if you want a sequel with all the gaming action you could ask for, Jak 3 will provide. You just might be sexually harassed.
And I itch in strange places. He has been touched.
We give Jak 3 a 4 out of 5.
Now, of course, if you want a better cartoony action title, we loved Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal. It's one of the best games of the year, and it got a 5 out of 5.
It did get a 5 out of 5, but really, honestly, I'd say get both of these. They're two very different games. Now, if you're not the most experienced platformer player, I would not recommend Jak 2. That game, I think I had 3 aneurysms playing it.
3?
Brain aneurysms.
Yeah,
I get heart aneurysms from other things.
That's good for you.
Yeah.
But a lot of these games aren't really platformers
Yeah,
anymore.
they're not. They've changed. Even Ratchet and Clank, there is some jumping in it, but it's not complete
It's mostly
jumping.
shooting.
They're third-person, character-driven action games.
That's a terrible name for them.
I know, but I don't work in marketing.
Good night.
I hate Adam Sessler.
I'd rather suck on a urinal puck than play this game.
Why does he get to play video games and review video games on our show about video games? Why does he get to spend every day with Morgan Webb?
We've got a preview of the hottest new releases.
Yeah!
Obsessed with video games? Watch X-Play with Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb. Next.
Find the G-Spot, tonight starting at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific.
Take the warrior spirit of Budo to the extreme in Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2. Help sharpen your skills on the Cyclops sniper rifle in Armed and Dangerous. And help clear the Norath countryside of a pesky little demon problem in Champions of Norath. That's coming up right here, only on Cheat. Hey, I'm Corey Rouse. You're watching Cheat, your inner chief for strategy, secrets, and cheats on your favorite video games. We're coming to you from Wizard World, Los Angeles, and we're getting a big hello from the chairman himself, Gareb Shamus. Thank you so much, Gareb, for letting us be here.
Thank you so much. We're having a great weekend here. We got comic books, toys, games, celebrities. We're talking about the movies and TVs that are coming out, like the Hellboy movie. We've got Hellboy coming out soon, and the Spider-Man producers are going to be here, so it's going to be a great show.
And we can't wait to see it all. But right now, we've got to go to a land where small little guys named Goku and Nappa hurl these huge fireballs at one another while yelling incoherent Japanese. You know what I'm talking about. It's Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2. Welcome back to the ongoing battle between good and evil in Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2. Help Goku and the rest of the Porcupine Patrol gather up all 7 of the legendary Dragon Balls before Meijin and the rest of the Boos do. Every character from the anime series is back to show off their best moves to be granted their one wish. We've received viewer requests from Mirror Force 88, Fear Us Why, and Gokhan BZ10 to name a few who are looking for a faster way to become Super Saiyans. Start your quest for the Dragon Balls by going to the options screen and selecting Controller. Configure your controls so you can assign the P, K, and G button to L1 to become a Super Saiyan. And the PKG and E button to the L2 to taunt your enemies. Having these combos preset to L1 and L2 will save you a lot of time during battle. Put your skills to the test in the World Tournament arenas to perfect your killer moves and to make some quick cash. The fastest way to becoming a champion is to knock your opponent out of the battle arena. Use your super speed with your punches to TKO your way to the top.
Out of bounds! You won! You won!